people.
Oh, man, this is going to be a great one. Spring training is underway for the KC Royals in Surprise, Arizona.
You know him, you love him. The one and only Rex Hudler is joining us in studio this morning to talk about our boys in blue and a cool brand new book that he and Steve Physioc, former broadcaster of the Royals, has published here. Hud, it is great to see you. How you been, man?
Nick, you guys were desperate to have somebody on. I'm so thrilled. And Crystal, I'm getting a chance to meet you.
Yes.
Your smile
thank you
permeates
so
the
much.
whole stage, man.
Can you come back tomorrow?
What an excellent hire.
Oh,
But,
thank you. I did not tell him to say any of this, by the way.
Guys, so great to be here
So kind.
with
Thank you.
and to share the love this time of year and that weather we got today. Hey,
Yeah.
it is spring training. And so you can't help but be excited about what's going on.
Yeah.
Especially, Nick, you guys have been desperate enough several years to have me on. Okay?
It's
several
actually a
years.
tradition, Hud. It's
Well,
like every
it's a
spring
I
treat.
appreciate
training.
that. And now, has there ever been one time where I came on where I was like this?
Never.
Never.
Absolutely
it's
not.
an optimistic time of year, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this season,
This could be. This could.
I brought this jacket out of retirement.
Look at that.
There it is.
I
Is
brought
this
it-
a sign?
I
You-
brought it out of retirement.
You got that in 2015, I believe.
Yes, I did. I couldn't help it. I had to have some threads that really honored our team, our championship team, and the people around it, the organization that entertained so many people. And let's not forget about 14, too. 2 years in a row, and the people remember what that was like. Folks, fasten up your seatbelts.
It was
because it's going to be a great run this summer. Nick, can I tell you why real quick?
Yes, please.
Because not only the talented players, you have to have talent to win.
Yep.
But it's the attitude and the player that plays the game unlike any other sport every day. 162 games, very few off days. It's a grind, but the attitude that carries the player to work is the difference. And when they're hungry and they're pulling all the same end of the rope, they know their captain has a couple years left, that he wants another title. That's what makes them so dangerous. They're going to go day to day for the wins. They're looking for wins, and they have the talent to do it. Our pitching staff, it's the first time ever that I've been here that we've had a full rotation and weren't looking for a starting pitcher in the winter. Remember those days? Remember all the winners were going, man, I hope we can find that guy.
Right. I mean, it's going to take Skipper's going to have some tough decisions to make out of spring training to begin the beginning of the year. What's the rotation going to be? Where's the bullpen? Do I leave some players back down to maybe call up later?
Yeah, there's no do I. It's going to be. I'm going to have to leave some guys behind, and that's painful to tell those guys, you were good enough in camp, but sorry, this team is already made. And in my playing career, when I joined a team and I could tell they were already loaded, every position was taken before 6 weeks of spring training, you knew the team was good. So that's the way it is with our team. There's no positions available right now. Let's just hope and keep our fingers crossed that there's no injuries for these young players. The staff, Quatrero, his pitching coach, Brian Sweeney, these guys are brilliant. Michael Waka learned a slider last year, and he's a 13-year veteran. You don't teach old dogs new tricks. But they do. That's the talent that we have. And when you put ownership behind it, we all know what can happen.
We've got some things to get to. I want to ask you a quick baseball question, then I want to talk about this book. And that is, you mentioned some of the veterans like Salvi, Bobby Witt Jr.,
Garcia's a veteran now.
Michael Garcia. These guys all have great attitude, but I want to ask about the young guys here. Carter Jensen and our right fielder, big stick, left-handed hitter, Jack Caglione. Cags.
Lumberjack.
Cags. Oh. What do you think about these guys in their second year?
Excuse me. They're going to be fantastic. It's only a matter of time. Cags, they're all going to be a part of the championship. There's no doubt about it.
Wow.
You have to have the talent. And the thing that I like most, outside of the top of Mr. John Sherman, at the top of our organization, is his general manager, J.J. Piccolo, who inherited the blueprint from Dayton Moore, how to win a championship in a small market. Okay, you do that with draft choices. You do that with thinking, timely trades that you address. He knows all this, and so that's what he's doing. So it's only a matter of time before. And oh, by the way, we're the last small market team to win a World Series.
Right.
And that's well known. we're going to do it again.
Yeah.
Okay, this could be the year.
And this is
If
it.
it's
Yeah.
not this year, it's going to be next year. But anyway, forget about next year. It's this year now. We're going to have some fun. You folks come on out to the K and be entertained by some really good baseball playing. Pitching and defense. That's the key for Kansas City Royals fans. Watch them catch those balls, those mistakes off the pitcher's hand. Those guys run that ball down in a smaller ballpark this year. That's going to be fun
Yep,
to watch.
that's right.
And also the timely defense. And Nick, can I brag a little bit about our left side of the infield? We have a platinum Gold Glover winner in Bobby Witt Jr. That's the best fielder in the American League, period.
Yes.
And Michael won a gold. So when our left-handers are pitching, that ball comes into righties. Right-handers. Most managers put righties in when the lefties in. That's a lot of ground balls to the left side. Guess what? They're sucked up and thrown in there. Those are nothing but outs over there. The range is fun. Pasquantino's gotten so much better at first base.
Yeah.
We've got a team that's set to go. And I can't help it, but I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
You've got me excited about it. I've been to the K once. I just moved here.
Yeah.
So I went one time last year. I'm looking forward to this year. Your book, by the way, can you tell us really quickly what it's about, where people can find it?
Oh, it's a children's book. It's our book. It was presented to me a couple of years ago, and thankfully we got this book written while Steve Fizioc was still here. And he retired, and the great Jake Eisenberg took over now. And they wrote this book about Fizz and I riding to the ballpark in a car like we did for so many years. 11 years I was a broadcaster for the Angels before we came here. And then once we got here, same thing. Fizz and I came, which was really an anomaly. Does that work?
Yeah, sure.
Of course.
That two broadcasters from one team would go to another team.
Unheard
that
of.
never happened.
Yeah, never happens.
So God bless that. And then what happened is this book was inspired, and they brought it to me and said, "Hey, Hud, here's what we're going to do, a book on you and Fizz." And I go, "What? Really? Us driving to the ballpark? We've done that for 20 years. This is amazing." So, and it's, are you a baseball guy? It's about people who help us in the community.
Yep.
When we're driving to the ballpark, we're looking to our left and right and seeing that guy that's a bulldozing the road. Well, he's there for a reason. He's making the road safe for other people. How about the ambulance? Taking people to the hospital that need help. How about the lady jogging on the side of the road? That's Emma. Emma is somebody who volunteers her time at the Senior Citizen. Okay, but by the time we get to the ballpark, we're seeing the same people that we saw on the road coming to the K.
That's
Yep.
awesome.
So they're all coming to the K. So I'll go, "Fizz, there's Emma. Fizz, there's the guys we saw." And are you a baseball guy? And
Are you a baseball
The quirky
guy?
thing about it
Yeah.
is it has my quirky sayings
Good.
over the years.
So you got to keep an eye out
I
for
love
that.
those.
Like, you got to go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stupid things that I've said over the years. Such a blessing, 15 years to be a Royals broadcaster that
Yeah.
they brought me
Man.
here. They brought me here, Nick.
Wow, 15 years.
I didn't apply for the job. No, but what a blessing for my entire family, how much fun we're having,
Oh.
Yeah.
especially with those Royal fans.
Yeah.
Man, just thinking about 14 and 15 and my jacket, man, that I'm all
Yes,
pumped about.
that's what we got to end on, is that jacket.
That was such a blessing to endure. I remember when it was all over, people going, "What are we going to do at night? We're used to watching Royals baseball every single night. What are we going to do tonight?" I mean, the off season's
Yeah.
coming.
I know.
You know, the parade, all that stuff. So
And guess what? It's back.
It's back.
Baseball's
Crystal,
back,
you
baby.
got
I'm
to
going to be back.
experience it. You'll have to experience
Of
it
course.
yourself.
I will. I'll be back this season multiple times, more than once.
It's magical.
Are
Rex.
you a baseball fan? Hud, you
No,
definitely.
are you a baseball guy?
Are you a baseball guy? And
Yes.
we definitely know Hud is a baseball guy. Hud, great to see you, man.
You guys are awesome. Hey, I'd love to come back.
Please do.
When it gets
Anytime.
good, but when it gets really good.
All right,
Come on
we'll
back.
do it. Coming up.
Thank you.
A new dating buzzword defining a very toxic